How you doing? I'm feeling the same. Like I really was sitting here like I don't really feel like going live today, but I said I was gonna go Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I decided to just stick to it. How's your day been? Did I plan topic? Yeah, I did. I did. Originally I was thinking I was going to. For a second, I contemplated on like planning content on here, which I guess I could still do, but I don't know if I'm actually stick to. Huh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they have makeup effects. Well, how come I can't see them, or is it because I'm not monetized? Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Oh wait, can y'all see me like this? That's cool. I'm not gonna lie. Go shawty. It's your birthday. We go party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip a cardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a. It's not your birthday. Bobby in the club. Bottle full of bub. Mama got what you need to do to fill the bub. Oh yes, I don't think you have to be monetized to use them. Oh, well, let me experiment because yeah, I did not know that. That's so cool. Well, that didn't do anything. Hmm. I do not like that. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I don't like that. Oh, that's so cool. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that they had the features. Hey Grace, how are you? My reflection Mulan for that one. Okay, let me see. Let me see. When will my reflection show? Oh, no, that's so cool though. I didn't realize they had like different filters on here. Yeah, like I did not know that they had. That looks so vintage. But yeah, I didn't know they had filters on here. What is this? I don't know. That looks kind of like those the glass pane. Like this gives me shower door. But yeah, I didn't realize. That's pretty cool. I still say I like this one. I need to think of a song to sing real quick. Um, hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do. I can't say anything in this video. You speak English, even though you're from the United States, right? What are you talking about? I'm from the USA. And if you can't say a comment, that means that the word is blocked. The word is definitely blocked. So, but how are y'all doing? Hi, Grace. I got caught up in your driver test story time. I need to go and watch that. Oh yeah, the translate. I'm like, wait, what he say? That's what I was saying because I was like, I don't know, what's going on. You know you gonna. I'm okay. Like slightly one of my back teeth hurts a little bit, but I can't tell if I don't know. I can't tell if I have like a cavity or something, or if it's more so I have been drinking too much juice. Let me think of a song to sing because I feel like I need to use this filter to my advantage right now. Oh, I don't know why this reminds me of like Tumblr for some reason because I remember people used to do like certain filters with Tumblr or old YouTube when people used to do the I don't know, like they used to do certain stuff with the dances and stuff. Good, mostly just gassy. I don't know. I hope it stops hurting. I do too. Like I brush my teeth, so hopefully my tooth stops bothering me. It's alright. I know you'll be liking the story time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch it myself, cause it's a couple people videos I need to go watch. I've been trying to catch up on everybody's, but I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot of people that I've been watching lately. A part of me wants to do a slight little karaoke session just for a quick moment, just because I have this setup right now. Truly. Let me think of something that I can sing really quickly. Let's look up 2000s pop songs really quick. Mm, let's do. Oh yes, I love a good story time. Yeah, I be watching older videos to help with watch time for some people. I do appreciate you. It's some people I do that for, but it is time consuming. I'm not gonna lie to you. What she say? She's so lucky. She's a star, but she cried to her lonely heart. That song has so many layers now that we're older and, we saw everything that happened with Britney Spears. It's truly unfortunate. Truly. You're welcome. I need to watch some of Blaird's too. Yes, it is. Yeah, girl. I do appreciate you. Karaoke world. Let me get my candle. What's that one song? Let me pull up the lyrics because I don't want to get the lyrics wrong. Oops, I did it again. I play with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby. Oops, you think I'm in love. Bouncing from above. I'm not that innocent. Okay, now I'm gonna switch it back. I'm gonna switch it back because oh, that's so cool. Hey, T Berries. Hey, T Berries. How are you? Now, So the only thing is, for some reason, maybe the makeup effects are behind the monetization because I don't have those. But I do have the lenses though. I wonder how many you get. Oh, I was just playing around with the filter. Thank you, Grace. Oh, okay. Let's see. What else do they got? Hmm. I kind of like the lighting, so I'll keep that one. How are you doing, T Berries? But yeah, I was just playing around with the filter, you know. I was just seeing how it worked a little bit. I'm super tired. I'll be falling asleep, but I'll let your live play in the background. I appreciate you, girl. Feel free to get your rest. Thank you so much. Like, I really do appreciate y'all for watching me and, like, supporting me. I have to figure out something to do for y'all. At the least, I'ma just have reaction videos coming out next week. And like February. I don't know why I'm so tired. It could be the cold. I don't know how cold it is where you are, but I know for me, like when it gets the winter season, I want to sleep way much more than normal. So, but yeah. All right. So I do have some topics. I'm gonna probably stay on here. I'm gonna try to stay on here for 2 hours. I'll see how I feel. Cause I'm not gonna lie. I am pretty tired myself. Um, I don't know. I know I have to record. So I'm gonna record a couple videos after I get off this live. So I'm probably gonna stay on here. At the very least, I'll stay on here for like an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. But I'm not doing 3 hours. Not tonight. Got your back. I appreciate you. It's like 60 degrees. Is 60 degrees cold for where you are? Because I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was 60 degrees here. 60 degrees here feels so nice to me. Okay, that's fine. And me too. I almost took a nap. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I wish I would have took a nap earlier, to be honest. Because normally I try to take a nap every other day, but I didn't take one earlier. Yes, we are. Have to accept it. I remember when I was a kid, I used to fight naps. And now I love taking them and I need them. Old and gassy, let me stop. Literally. But all right, let's jump into the topics. Most of the topics today are about like friendships. And just about certain situations that are, I guess, an issue between friends. So it says, how do I tell my constantly negative friend that she is responsible for her own happiness without sounding insensitive? Oof, I've been there. No, run that back. You said trifling. God, some people do be trifling with the way they handle some things, man. But I've been in a couple of situations where I've had some friends or knew some people that were mad negative. And I'm not gonna lie, being friends with people that are constantly negative really is draining. It really is. Because you want to encourage them and uplift them, and then they always have like what's the word? Like a combative response. So again, it says, how do I tell my constantly negative friend that she is responsible for her own happiness without sounding insensitive? The person and the friend are both 30-year-old females. excuse me. It says, I have a close friend who I've grown really close to over the last few years. She's a good person and I genuinely enjoy spending time with her. But the issue is that she is always sad about something, and I don't mean occasionally. This is her default mood. I understand bad phases. I understand venting. I understand needing emotional support. And I have been there for her constantly for the past 4 years. I listen, I comfort, I reassure. But every single conversation, every meetup, every call turns into a long rant about what's going wrong in her life. It's starting to drain me. She has lost other friends because, according to her, they weren't there for her in her time of need. But I've noticed that people tend to talk to her more when she's not being a Debbie Downer. And while that sounds terrible, I also kind of understand them. There's only so much emotional labor one person can do, especially when everyone has their own lives and problems. Lately, I've started dreading her calls. My energy drops after meeting her, and I hate feeling this way because I do care about her. How do I gently make her understand that while I support her, I can't be the sole place where she dumps all her emotional weight, and that at the end of the day, she is responsible for her own happiness too? I don't want to sound rude, harsh, or dismissive, but I also don't want to silently grow resentful and eventually distance myself like the others have. You know what? I have a friend like that, but it's a guy. Like, you call him to rent or what? Yeah, I know some people who are like that as well. And I'll even be honest, I feel like, and my other friend would do that too until she found a therapist. Listen, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, they could just tell them I'm not equipped to, I guess, give you advice, to be honest, because you'll share with me issues that you have, and you know, I can tell you, what I think, but I don't think I'm the best person for talking to about these things because, I'm just living life too. I don't really know how I could help you, but I know therapy can be helpful for those things. But I know sometimes when you tell people and like recommend therapy to them, I notice that sometimes people get really defensive about it, or they'll think you're being mean about it. And for me, if I tell somebody, if somebody tells me something and, I listen to them and try to understand the situation they're going through, normally I'll just tell them, like, well, extensively after talking with them about everything they talked to me about, I'll just be like, yeah, you know, I don't really know what I would do in that situation. To be honest, it probably would help you even more if you did see a therapist just to talk to about the situation, because I don't really know what I would do, man. Cause sometimes I legit would just tell my friends, like, I don't know, that's a messed up situation. I really don't know what I would do. But if you can, I recommend talking to a therapist about it so they can help you evaluate that. Cause I don't know what I would do in that situation, to be honest. I agree. Some people need it though. Like, I'm not your talking board. Yeah, cause I think, it's one thing to be a friend, but it's another thing because sometimes I feel that people, I don't want to say people abuse friendships, but at the same time, it's like people become very reliant when you always are present for them and always show up for them. And as a friend, I get that, but sometimes you do have to set boundaries. However, I know that sometimes, when you do set boundaries, those people can get really upset and they'll feel like, oh, you're shutting me out. It's like, no, it's just, if every time I speak to you, you're sharing something negative with me, and it's like, I don't think you understand how much that impacts me because I do care about you and I don't like that you're going through these situations, but at the same time, what, I don't know how to help for real, for real. Like, I can listen, but at the same time, it can be kind of draining. I'm not going to lie to you, especially if you're telling me something negative every single time I talk to you. Like, I would love it if you would tell me some good news sometimes. Anything good news, because I feel like sometimes you do focus on the negative more than the positives. And I would even bring up some positives like, you have a really good job, or, you've been working out, doing really well. But I know that some people will see it as dismissive a little bit. But to be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. I've had some friends that were like that, and they were cool people. But the thing that sucked was I feel like they were kind of selfish, where they would make situations about them, where they would always change the subject to being about them. Like, let's say if I tried to change the subject to be something more positive, or, something that could be more thought provoking or more creative, somehow they would bring the subject matter back to whatever thing they were upset about. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really friends with with those people no more. Cause it's hard to be friends with somebody that's negative all the time. You want to be there for them, but if you are older, like, okay, for example, I'll be honest, cause I used to be mad emo. Like, I was not as positive as I am now. I used to be kind of negative, and I feel like I used to be a Debbie Downer as well. But I feel like I was just going through a phase, to be honest, for like a period of time. And I do remember one of my friends calling me out on it, where they were like, whenever I talk to you, you're always sad. Like, why is that? Or, maybe you should go talk to a counselor. And I remember my friend, she even came with me to go see the school counselor. And I really appreciate her for that. I really do. Cuz I really just needed somebody to talk to that was more of a professional, where they could help me reevaluate things. And it did help me. However, I was still negative, but I think sometimes you just need to change your perspective and get out of what you naturally know or what you're naturally doing. But, because, man, I will say, it is something looking back on how you used to be and reflecting that, oh, wow, I did grow, I did transition, I did change. I'm not the same person that I used to be, because there are some people that I know that haven't grown at all. And it's kind of interesting. Oh, I thought that was a spider so bad. Y'all was about to see me freak out. But anyways, I think that if you, I feel like everybody should be growing, right? And it's important to work on yourself and to change. I was like, wait, what happened? Girl, I saw something I thought was a spider, but it's not. It was just a piece of hair. But anyways, I'm just talking in circles at this point. But I just don't like when I'm cool with somebody and they are always negative, but they talk about situations that I know for a fact they could change. I think that's like a pet peeve of mine. When it comes to friendships, I don't like when I have a friend that's constantly talking negative, but it's about stuff that they could definitely change or stuff that's not even a factor anymore. Because I remember I had this one friend where she would, I don't know why, but she would reference stuff that happened like weeks ago, stuff that wasn't really even a factor for real. And she would bring it up all the time like it just happened yesterday. And I'm like, do you not remember that this is a situation that happened 2 weeks ago? And I guess you still feeling salty about what happened between this person. But I'm like, why are you still focusing on this? And she'll just repeat stories over and over and over again. And I don't like stuff like that. Because I'm like, I don't want to hear the same story all the time. Like, at least tell me something new happened with that person. At least tell me something new. Because if you're telling me you're upset about the same situation, I'm just like, I mean, remove yourself? I don't know. Like, I really don't know what to tell you. And they still be stuck on it. Girl, it's like you were there. Exactly. And it just gets real repetitive. I be sick of it. I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah, because they could tell you something Thursday, last week Thursday, and you'll be listening like, yeah, that's messed up, that's messed up. And then by this time Thursday, they'll say the same exact story at least 3 more times. And you're just like, didn't something new happen in your life? You know, we got some good news. Why are you still stuck on this? Especially if it's something that is not that big a deal. Because I'm not going to lie. Sometimes people will tell me certain things. And again, I try not to be dismissive, especially if it's something that, you know, if is important to somebody. However, if somebody is harboring on something that's like very minute, I am in so much confusion because I'm like, why are you this mad? Hi, Tyler. How are you? I'd be like, I know we in our 30s, but you act like you're in your 50s still talking about low key, though. Truthfully, yes. Because I don't know. I think it's just because they don't have anything else to talk about and they're filling the air, maybe. I don't know. Or they would rather be still upset, or maybe they still are upset over the situation. But I don't know, because again, sometimes I would tell some of my the people that I was cool with at the time, if they did that repetitively, I would just be like, you know, you're focused on this situation that happened like a month ago. Have you seen them recently? Is that why you keep bringing them up? No. Oh, well, why do you still feel upset? And then the person would get mad at me, but I'm like, it could be something like they took somebody's cookie. They took their cookie from them, and they will talk about it like they just stole their job or something. And I'm just like, I don't understand why you are so mad. Like, is this the only thing you're mad about, or is it something more to it? Like, am I missing some information? And that's the other thing. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm okay. I'm glad you're doing well. But that's the other thing. I think that a lot of those people also don't be telling the full story. They'll be focused on what the other person is doing or what other people did to them, allegedly. However, some of those people, either they be doing stuff to other people sometimes, or it's just the fact that they don't want to change anything. So they'll keep talking about the situation, and it's like, okay, if let's say somebody keeps going to a coffee shop or a cafe, and every time they go to this cafe they have a bad experience, and they continue to go to this cafe and have bad experiences, and they know that they will have bad experiences, and proceed to tell me this story every single time, I'm looking at them like, okay, well, why don't you change the cafe you go to? Now they're mad at me because I suggested the sensible, logical thing to do. Like, what sense does it make? Like, if you're constantly going through the same thing, why wouldn't you change it? Or I'll even take a very specific example. Hey Ariana girl, how you doing? So I remember I was cool with this one girl, and I guess she was having some issues but with the person she was talking to, but my thing was always, my thing is, if you're always having specific issues with this person and it's repetitive, and you can clearly see this person is not going to change it, why do you still stick around? Because that's something that I had to learn myself, the hard way, where it's like if I was talking to somebody and I really wanted to be with them, but then I noticed, oh, you keep treating me this way, or you keep doing this negative thing to me that I don't like, you're not going to change. So I should just remove myself. And, it takes a while for people to learn that, especially, or to just do it, because some people know that they should leave people alone, but because they invested time in these people, they want to keep them around. I mean, it's the same thing with friendships. A lot of people would rather keep a friend around because they've known them for so long, but sometimes you just outgrow friends, and it's okay to outgrow friends. But it's like, I think a lot of people aren't honest with themselves about certain friendships. Like, they'll just be like, well, I've known them for this much time, or however long, but I don't know. It's just like, well, I mean, are you going to continue to let them treat you negatively? Are you going to continue to let them go through these emotions with you and treat you this way and disrespect you because you've known this for this amount of time? Same, I know what you're talking about, Jasmine. I got out of it with my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. I mean, again, sometimes you do have to remove yourself or let go of situations. So, the next top, this looks very similar. Well, the next topic says it's called Friend That Only Talks About Themselves. I have a friend who I think is a really nice person. She's bubbly, she's very honest, she's loyal, and I think she is very considerate, especially in terms of money. She will always offer to pay for things and try to treat me. I, of course, do the same back. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But there's one issue. She only talks about herself. She never asks how I'm doing and always talks about her wins and losses. If I ever say anything about a win of mine, she'll flip it around and make it about herself. Man, I know a couple a couple of people that I actually know currently that are like that. For example, earlier this year, I bought a nice car, and her only response was, I'm going to buy that same car in the next few months, which didn't happen, and it was a strange response. The same thing goes with losses. I've been there to console her so many times, I wouldn't be able to count. But one time, I hate when I hear stuff and I be thinking it's a bug or something because she was talking negative to me. Nothing wrong with removing yourself if somebody is being negative to you. But the same thing goes with losses. I've been there to console her so many times, I wouldn't be able to count. But one time I brought up a problem of mine about how I was really stressed with the new medication. She said, "Oh, that sucks," and then just continued talking about her own life. it's such a strange thing because I do actually think she's a good person. She's just also obsessed with herself. All in all, I've never met a person that is so giving but also selfish at the same time. It's thrown me for a loop. Anyways, I'll be letting the friendship fizzle out as I have a handful of amazing friends who I know I could rely on for the rest of my life, but I'm curious on what other people think and if anyone else knows someone like this. And no, I won't talk to her about this because I've tried in the past, but it made her really upset and we started distancing ourselves already. So it's not that deep of a friendship that needs fixing. Just making this post to hear if anyone else has gone through a similar situation. So, I, when you're talking with people, sometimes you will lean into talking about some of your personal situations to relate to what they're talking about sometimes. However, I do feel like it's weird if you try talking to somebody, whether friend or family member, and then every single time you try to talk to them about something related to yourself, because again, when it comes to navigating relationships, there should be like an exchange of conversation where the conversation just isn't about one specific person. But if you try talking about something and then that person always makes the situation about them, it's like, well, do you even care about me? Are you even interested in what I have going on? And I know a couple of people who are like this. I don't have any friends that are actively like this. I feel that it can be hard being friends with somebody who is like that. Because I know for me, some of the people that I know that make situations about themselves, I'll always address it. I'll be like, man, let me think of something I could say. Oh, I really don't like the way this body wash worked. And I could be talking about that, right? And then a person could say, I'm trying to think of something. A person could say, oh, yeah, I tried this other body wash and I didn't like that. And, it gave me an allergic reaction. And then I could be like, yeah, the body wash that I had, it just, like, I don't know. It's like you try to divert the attention back to you, and the person continues to divert the attention back to them. And depending on who it is, I legit would just be like, yeah, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about me. I was talking about me. And sometimes, people get it, and sometimes people don't. Some people are just like that. Oh, yeah, I was going to say she went up in her. Yes, I can't stand friendships like that. It's like we could both be going through something, but you should want to listen to your friend too, not just always compare or try to take over the conversation and not let your other friend express themselves as well. You know what? That's a book idea. Let me write that down. You should. You should. Hi, Freezy. How are you? But yeah, I don't know. Again, the situations I've been in that were like that, it just, for me, I was always very direct about it after a while. When I was younger and I had friends that were like that, I wasn't direct. I would just let them take over the conversation. I would just be like, whatever. And then I would talk to my other friends about other stuff. Because, okay, how do I say this? I feel like, well, no, I can't even say that. When I was younger, I felt like I had different friends for different things. Like, I had friends that I could really come to talk to about stuff that made me feel emotional or where I could be really vulnerable with them. Then I had other friends where it's like if I needed someone to get me out the house, and, you know, have a good time with them and take my mind off stuff. I have friends like that. But same here, Jasmine. Right. Then I had other friends for like other things. But now that I'm older, I feel like it's really important to kind of have some of those friends just be all in one, where it's kind of like, okay, the friends that I have right now, if I want to celebrate my wins, they want to celebrate their wins with me, we can do that. If we're going through something, we can talk to each other about there and be present for each other. If we needed help with something, we would both be there for each other. If we want to go out having a good time, we would be there for each other. I feel like it's better if you have more wholesome friends that will always be present for you and you be present for them, where it's kind of like family almost. But I don't know, you know, it can be hard dealing with people who make situations about them all the time. Cause I really don't do well with people like that. Like, I really don't like keeping people who make situations or topics about them all the time, because personally, I don't really like talking about myself to other people too much. Unless I'm going through something, or, you know, I'm sharing something that could be helpful or funny. But usually I'll just let other people talk, and I don't mind that. But if I'm telling you something or sharing something specific with you and you make the conversation about you, that makes me feel like, you know, I probably don't need to make an effort to connect with you like that. Not anymore. Yes, Tyler, I see you. But yeah. Okay, the next topic. So the person who wrote this is a 29-year-old female, and their friend is 30 years. Well, friends are 30 years old. It says, my friends completely excluded me and are now flabbergasted that I no longer consider them as friends. It says, me and my high school friends, it's 4 of us, and the 4 of them are 30, I'm 29, have been friends for around 18 years. We stuck together through thick and thin. I really thought these girls would be my friends for life. Well, like a year ago, Kiera got married, and I was the only one not invited to her bachelorettes and wedding. That's crazy. Anyways, when I asked my other friends why this happened, they said the 3 bachelorettes were planned by someone else. Why didn't they even ask why I wasn't invited? We will never know. That sounds like a lie, because normally, unless this is like another culture, normally the bride picks her bachelorettes. But it says, and the wedding was a small ceremony and not to take it personally. Then they posted a picture of the 4 of them with the caption like besties for life. My feelings would have been hurt. I felt very excluded and tried talking to some of them about it, but they made me feel like I was overreacting to something that was not big of a deal. I ain't gonna hold you. If that happened to me, I would have been like, so you wouldn't be mad if I was chosen to be a bridesmaid and be a part of this wedding? You wouldn't be mad about that if you were left out and didn't get invited to this, even though we're all supposed to be friends? And if they said they wouldn't, I'd be like, you're a liar. I can't be cool with you because I can't be friends with liars. But it says, I felt very excluded and tried talking to some of them about it, but they made it seem like it wasn't a big deal. Since this happened, Kiara made it perfectly clear she doesn't like me anymore. I didn't do anything to deserve getting excluded this way. Kiara never tried talking to me or even explaining why she was pulling away. My thing is, why didn't you ask her? I would have directly asked the bride, personally. After the fact, I would have been like, hey, so why didn't you invite me to be a bridesmaid if all of us are supposed to be friends here. What's up with that? Why didn't you even invite me to be at the bachelorette party at least? Or we could have did somewhere we celebrated all together. Like, it's giving you don't like me. I would have flat out said that. But flash forward to today on our group chat, they start talking about a plan they had tonight, to which I was obviously not invited, discussing who would bring this and that as if I wasn't there at all. So I removed myself from the group chat. I was already mourning the loss of those I used to consider close friends. And then Patty, another one of four, texted me how she felt I pulled away from them, told me about their group chat, just the four of them, their many get togethers without me, and how she wanted to know what happened, why I stopped hanging out with them, how they missed me and never wanted me to pull away, yet they did. They were okay with Kiara creating a new group chat, excluding me without reason, and they all decided that that was their new chat. No one stood up for me or refused to exclude me, not one even questioned why I was suddenly being excluded. She then proceeded to excuse their actions, how they got together and never called me because sometimes I wouldn't go to their get-togethers when they were gonna go clubbing because I hate that, or when I had previews plans. How they only talked through the chat in which I was not included. She claims to want to know my side of everything. What does she even mean? I was just excluded without a word. My side of what? My friend stopped calling me last time I spoke to Patty. I told her about some health issues I was dealing with, and she left me on red. She said we felt like you stopped caring about us. They sound selfish. Yet never told me S. I swear I can't stand when I be hearing stuff. Just created a new group chat and decided to avoid me, never invite me anywhere, and then blame me for pulling away. A part of me wants to leave her on red like she did me. Another part of me wants to know why Kiara hates me for no reason. And the last part wants to tell her to stick her apology up her A, because saying, I'm so sorry you got offended by us completely excluding you for months is not an apology. You excluded me. You made me feel like S, yet somehow you still blame me for not catching up with people who only spoke through the group chat that didn't include me, who stopped inviting me to any get-togethers. Somehow it's my fault you guys decided you weren't going to invest any time in me. That's really sad. And I feel like what probably happened was one of these girls, probably Kiara, shared some misinformation and the other girls decided to gang up. Or there were some lies told or something. Hey, Obermatic, how are you? Because this whole situation just sounds awful. And I know if it was me, I would have probably made a group chat and reached out to them like, hey, or I would have even just called them out on it. Like, hey, y'all don't be inviting me to stuff. Y'all got a whole new chat. I wasn't invited to the wedding. I wasn't a part of the bachelorette party, and we've been friends the same amount of time. If y'all don't like me, just say that. Because that's what it gives. I tell you I got health issues. You don't respond. You don't react. So, I'm good. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm a little tired. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to try to go live just for a little while. Some people don't be honest. They really don't. Like, but to be honest, some friends, some of them don't even really want to be friends with people for whatever reason, but they don't want to be honest. And then they want to paint the other person as the bad guy or the person that was causing issues. Now, who knows? We might not know the whole story because this girl could be a piece of work and she just acting like she didn't, do certain things. She might have did certain things and she got excluded. Who knows? Like, I even got an example. Some people become so self-absorbed, it's crazy. Some people don't like idea of friend concept even in adulthood. This is true. Like, as you get older, especially, for example, like when you go to school with people and you're in grade school. It's like everybody's got the same goals to graduate. And then after you actually graduate, now everybody is doing their own thing. However, there are some people, that do become self absorbed and they're like, okay, this is finally the period of my life where I can focus on myself. And that's what they do. They focus very much on themselves. Then there are other people who compete with their friends, even though it's like, why are you competing with me at this point? We're not in grade school, so we on different paths of life at this point. Then, in the other circumstance, it's like, well, some people just outgrow people and they aren't honest, or they may have secretly not liked them all this time. Or again, because we don't know if this girl actually was doing stuff, like I've known a few people over time where they would paint themselves to be the victim when they were the antagonizer. Some people do that. Don't get me wrong. There are some people that actually do end up being the victim and they go through certain situations where people are mean to them for no reason. They haters, or they don't like them for no reason, or they trying to paint them a certain way. But then there are other situations where people will portray like, oh, I was just such an amazing friend. And it's like, no, you would be mean, you would be rude, you would be disrespectful, you would be self-absorbed. You didn't really show interest in other people. You were competitive, you were comparing yourself. It's like, it just really depends on what exactly happened. Well, reason my collaboration podcast in the past ended, friendships started to fade away. Crazy thing, my fault, avoiding my phone calls, even text messages. Yeah, like, that's one of the reasons why you really got to be careful too about who you do business ventures with, because sometimes, for whatever reason, people don't be on the same time or energy you're on. Co-host wanted to be the villain. She crappy. Wanted to involve the podcast. Yeah. I don't know. That's like I think I did I did a video about, well, it was about collabs, but I had mentioned how, you really got to be careful about who you pick and choose to do certain collabs with, or whether it's like one video or podcast or whole channel, because sometimes people really people act different. Sometimes they not consistent. Sometimes they want different things, or they could have personal situations, or they could get jealous. That's something I always wonder about friends who do YouTube collabs, or like couples who do YouTube collabs, because there's always one that I feel like people favor more, where they look at the channel and they're like, okay, we like this person more than the other person. And sometimes I wonder how that affects the person that doesn't have as much of, I guess, an interested audience in them. It's kind of like the Destiny's Child effect, where, a lot of people like Beyonce, a lot of people like Kelly, and then a lot of people like Michelle, but more people were focused on Beyonce. Like, how does that make the other people in the group feel? You know what I mean? I don't think it works with other people. I think it only does if you are doing something educational. I feel like if you're doing something where you putting your personality into it, maybe it potentially could be a problem. But if it's something educational, I feel like you could probably work that. It just really depends. Because, there are group reaction channels, but even in group reaction channels, I'll look at some of the comments in the comment section, and there are particular people that people like more, or, sometimes stuff can work. It just really depends on if both people want to do the work, if both people are balanced, where they're like, okay, we're gonna do this. There isn't gonna be no jealousy or anything, and it's about actually helping the channel grow. True, glad it ended. Uh, some audience didn't like her being co-host. That's another thing too. What if some of the audience doesn't like the other person at all? Like, it's not even that they just prefer one person over the other, just the fact that they don't like them at all. Collaborations hit or miss. Prefer be organic, build on it. Right. Some people do collaborations, don't build or connect. Yeah, that's true too, because you'll have some people that do these collabs and they don't want to help grow anything. They don't want to do any editing, do any research, do any work. It's just one person doing everything. I've seen that happen with a couple people, and I would just look at the situation like, well, what are you gonna do? Like, I mean, like, I remember one of my ex friends, she knew that I did YouTube. This was like not this channel, this was another channel I had. And she basically asked me, like, let's collab. And I'm like, collab on what? You talk about video games. I don't talk about video games. And she's like, well, what do you talk about? And I'm like, this does not make sense. You just want to collab for the sake of doing it. There's no reason for us to do this. It really isn't, because I talk about lifestyle stuff. You talk about video games. Mind you, I have, and again, this was not to sound arrogant, but I had somewhat of an audience. She didn't have any. She was just starting off. And again, it's like, that does not help me. And then she started talking about potentially doing a channel with both of us. And I'm like, why? Like, you know how you're friends with somebody and you can tell they be difficult with some things. It was one of those things where I really looked at her like, I've been in group projects with you. You are not exactly an ideal person to be doing something like that with. I love being your friend, but I don't want to do something like that with you, because I feel like that would ruin our friendship, if I'm being completely honest. And she felt some type of way about it at first, but then she understood after a period of time, which I was very appreciative of, because I'm like, no. Absolutely not. Oh, that part. That makes sense why I didn't do collaboration with former friend. Right. Yes, because it's like, some people, they want things a specific way, and I know how I am. When it comes to me doing YouTube, I always wanted things a particular way. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. I'm not. It's just, I don't like having to wait on people. So, like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I don't like if I have to schedule or change my schedule around. So it's like, okay, we going to do this, we going to do that. We said we was doing it this way. Why are you canceling on me? And especially if it was like not a good reason to cancel. Or if I'm the only one doing the editing. Or if our editing styles are different. That's another thing where I would be like, yeah, no. Like, you're not even doing too much editing, and then I'm doing all this. It's not consistent over our videos. And I'm not going to be the only one editing or thinking the ideas up. That was another issue that I had with her in particular. She was one of them people where If you told her an idea, she would act like it was hers. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like stuff like that. Like, even if I'm not using it, I don't like when people act like ideas I gave them were stuff that they created, because they really run it into the ground like they really did that junk. And I just be like, no, that's not what happened. Ex co-host was difficult last 2 episodes being extra for no reason. Oh, my next podcast builds solid friendship. I feel that because, yeah, some people be switching up sometimes and that junk be weird. It's like, why would you change up what you doing? Why are you acting different? Hey Mika, how are you, girl? I get what you're saying with that. Like copying. Yes, exactly, like copying and then not giving people credit. And she did that with everything. A lot of things. That's where people got to come up with their own ideas. Exactly. You know, like, I'm okay, dot, dot, dot. You sure? I had a homeboy wanted podcast never happening, bro. Trying to use boosters moves. Yeah, like some people too. Some people would just try to use you or use you as a stepping stone. And it's like, no, no. And then, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm completely fine with talking to other YouTubers or other creatives, but I'm very careful about what ideas I give. Like, to be honest, I don't share ideas that I'm gonna do until I do it. Girl, to be honest, this week has been stressful. I'm sorry, girl. I understand. Like, I watched your video earlier and I was like, that whole situation sucks. And I'm really sorry y'all have to go through that. Cause, yeah, I know I would be pissed about the whole hotel thing. Make sure y'all check out her video that she dropped too. She did drop a vlog earlier today. She dropped the vlog, Ariana dropped the vlog, and I think Jasmine dropped a ranking today. And Albert Matic dropped a video yesterday. So check out everybody's videos. And I know Grace dropped some videos as well. Yes, it's a lot more, but I don't want to be negative, but I can't help it. Yeah, like, you know, it sucks when stuff be happening, because it really do be piling on sometimes, especially like, you know, back to back or stuff that's out of your control sometimes, and it really sucks. But I know things will get better. I just know it's just overwhelming right now, you know? Yeah, people try to use stepping stones. They do. Like, a lot of people just be users. I did. I'm working on The Sopranos tonight. Okay, I see you. And I get it. You go through a lot and you're very strong through it. She is. Of course, you're welcome, girl. Yeah, go ahead. Tell us what happened. You know, I'm always here for tea or whatever. But hope things do well for you in positive light. Yeah, like, I don't know, when you go through stuff, it's hard looking at the positive on the other side, because you going through it, you in it. It's so hard to be like, oh, you know, this is gonna be doing well, or this is gonna be good. It's like, I'm going through it right now. I'm not gonna lie, when it's me, I don't be wanting to hear that. Like, I don't, like, low key, I do it for other people too, because it's just natural to be like, you know, I'm sorry you're going through that. But for some reason, for me, if I'm going through stuff, I really don't be wanting somebody to tell me it's gonna be good. I don't know why that is. It's like, sometimes that make me madder. But I know I'm difficult. So, you know, because sometimes I just be sitting here like, you said it's going to be fine. Listen, shut up. I don't want to hear that. Not right now. Sometimes you do just want to go through your feels, you know? That would make me side eye like, why you saying it's going to be okay? Hey, wait, I just said that. Literally, though, because it's like, you know, people, you naturally, you want to make people feel better. But when they going through it can be overwhelming and just a lot. And it sucks. It really does. But I don't know. I'm always welcome, you know, if y'all need to vent or anything. I don't mind listening. Not that I would have good advice, to be honest. It just really depends on what it is. Cause I give good advice with some things, not all things. Some things I'm just like, dang, I don't know what to tell you because I don't even know what I would do. And then other things is like, well, I would do this. Then other things I have to ask, like, do you want a chaotic answer? Or do you want a logical answer? Because sometimes I have more chaotic answers than logical answers, but it just really depends on the situation. A life positives and negatives, energy can flip in 360 way turn, right? That's why I try not to get mad. You know, I probably get mad once a year. I don't know. I had these moments where I just get really mad, and sometimes I don't have a reason to. I think it's because I don't get mad at all. Like I don't even know what it is. And that's when I have to box. Like literally just, you know, just box it out of the basement. And I don't know why. That's the thing. Cause I normally am very chill. What about y'all? Do y'all get mad? Like, do y'all have moments in the year where y'all get mad? But I'm gonna be honest too. I think the other thing is, I don't know. Usually other people piss me off is the problem, to be completely honest with you. And so far, because I've been working outside of the house, sometimes I do get pissed off. And I don't really get pissed off with my job. It's just interactions with other public, like grocery stores. Usually the grocery store is where I have the biggest issue, to be honest. Oh yes, I get mad. Girl. Yes, girl, I get pissed. That's why I keep that Mary Jane. That makes sense. That makes sense because I know you and Grimy be bonding over the Mary Jane, and I just be like, I wonder if it's because it's calming. Yes, I get mad. Depends on the situations. Don't stay mad for days because it can be draining. It really can. Go gaming for a walk. Listen to music. See, and I like that you have things that you can do that can calm you and make you feel better. And I can completely understand when it comes to like when you feel mad, you get drained. That's one of the reasons why I don't like getting mad. Or if I'm mad, normally I have to directly address it with whoever the person is, and I have to get it off my chest because yeah, it'll just nag me. Certain things be pissing me off. You want to talk about it? Cause I know some things piss me off. Some things. To be honest, I feel like more YouTube related things upset me than anything nowadays. Church, people, politics. Yes, I can understand that. I understand politics heavy, heavy. Because sometimes I'll see stuff and I'll just be like, this is absolutely foolish. Absolutely foolish. Why is this even a thing? Right, addressing is the best way. Don't see some people mad for days, weeks, even months. I don't see how people do it. I really don't. I I don't know. It's just I know some people that can stay mad for a long period of time. And the thing that blows me is they will not address it with the people. Like they'll just hold on to stuff. And I'm like, that's not healthy, man. That's not healthy at all. If you have strong negative feelings, you should get them out. Find a way to express them some type of way. Whether you talking to somebody, you working out, doing some type of something that can remove it, because I've said it a many a times, but I feel like people don't understand the impact of negativity, how it affects your like physical body if you hold on to stuff for too long. Like there's nothing wrong with being upset and feeling the feels, but if you holding on to stuff for months, that's not good. Oh, people on YouTube with now Jasmine, I'm still mad about that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry because I feel you. I feel you. YouTube and their top message. Yes. That's one thing. I don't know why they automatically do top messages, because it's like, wouldn't you want me to see every message that comes in the chat? Wouldn't you want me to see that? No. And now I gotta manually do it. I do not like that junk either. I really don't. True, find the release of the negative energy. For sure. I'm for real. Yeah, Blurred. I like listening to my man Chris Brown. He calms me down. I cannot. Because that happened a couple minutes ago. I thought I turned it off. That's crazy. Like, literally, it just happened again. Girl. That sucks. That really sucks. Let's see. Oh, you forgot. It'd be like that because I still have some banned words that I want to add. All right, let's look up a Chris Brown song that I could sing off key. I'm sorry, Mika, but we'll sing an off key song. Mimi, that's a good thing, to be honest. Music, good escape and form of healing too. It really is. Music can be a great escape. However, I do think that people should be more careful about the stuff that they listen to, because alongside of music being an escape, music can also shape your thought process as well. Like, I've met some people where I could actually see in real time how music affected their mood, and it wasn't ideal. Like, I was almost scared because I was like, there's no way music should impact you the way that it's impacting you, you know? No, you're good. I'm smiling through the phone. Oh, that makes me feel good. That's I love to see it. Love to hear it, girl. Let me think of a good song that I could sing that it ain't gonna sound that bad. You know what I mean? Let's see. Cause he got so many songs. Let's do. I'll do this one because I haven't. Okay. Obviously, this is acapella because we're not trying to get copyright. Okay. And this will be off key. I'm gonna just let y'all know that right now. It's always gonna be off key. When you come in here, it's off key. Sing it. True jazz can shape thought process. Crazy classmate wanted to be Lil Wayne. Started to get tapped. It's not funny. That's not funny. But that's so unserious. A classmate wanted to be Lil Wayne, started getting tats, repping gang culture after high school. Think ruin wanted identity of his favorite artist. That's wild. That's so unserious. That is absolutely unserious. I could not imagine. However, I did know some people like that, and I thought it was the most interesting thing. I wonder if there are studies done on that. I may have to look into that. But anyways, she ain't you. You make it hard for me to see somebody else. I'm calling her your name. Yeah, that's messed up. Cause I'm thinking about you. It's your fault, babe. I never wanted us to break up. No, not this way. But you don't understand me, girl. When she touches me, I'm wishing that I were your hands. And when I'm with her, it's only with you I had a bad romance. And if I could just trade her in, I would. Cause nobody compares to ya. No, yeah. I think I better let her go. Cause I can't leave you alone. Every day that I'm with her, all I want is you. And I wanna leave it, I'm afraid that you don't even feel the same. And now I realize that she ain't you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey Rose, how are you? All he listened to was Lil Wayne 2 is insane. That's wild. I used to love this song so bad. I've been sleeping out for quite some nights now. It's not the same in my bed. But if she found out what's going on in my head, it'll be all bad. Have me right back, but you don't understand it, girl. When she touches me, I'm wishing that they were your hands. And when I'm with her, it's only mouth and we out of fans romance. And if I could just trade her in, I would. Cause nobody compares to ya. No, whoa, whoa, yeah. I think I better let her go. Cause I can't leave you alone. Every day that I'm with her, all I want is you. I wanna live, but I'm afraid that you don't even feel the same. And now I realize that she ain't you. She ain't you. No, she ain't you. No, she ain't. Put your lighters up, yes, and sway, sway, sway. Love to see it. You know what? I was so hyped because when we went to that R&B, when we went to that R&B night or whatever this past month, they had played "Poppin'" by Chris Brown, so I'm gonna sing that one too. Say what your name is. Oh yeah, that fits you, girl. Tell me where you headed. Can I walk with you, girl? You got that look in your eyes, look like you give a boy here a good old time, and I'm on it, girl. That's right, I'm on it, girl. See, this is the first time I had a girl who's set me on fire. You got. I'm really trying to get to know you better, girl. You ain't gotta act like you're shy, cause we gon' do something is gonna get done, and we go get crunk and have a lot of fun. And I say, shawty, shawty, she wearing her hair, she working the G, she talking that talk just like I like it. She keep it on and popping. She keep it on and popping. Woo 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 woo, yeah, shawty, shawty. The way you wearing that top, got your boys all hot and no mistaken, playing or faking. You got me open and waiting and popping. You keep me on and popping. Woo 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 woo, yeah. He really does. And you know what's crazy? I feel like he came out with something, even if it was like a feature. I don't want to say every month, but I almost feel like he did because I know he's featured on a lot of African artists and like overseas artists' music. I wonder how much. Let's Google Chris Brown net worth. Net worth. It's like 50 to 100 million. That's crazy. You know, sometimes I really be sitting here like I really need to make me a banger so I could pay off these student loans. Like I really wish I would have made some sort of dancey song during like the Soldier Boy era. I really wish I would have made some sort of dance song. Like who is that? Y'all remember New Boys when they came out with that jerk song? You're a jerk, I know. You a jerk, I know. You a jerk, I know. You a jerk, hey, jerk, 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 jerk. I should have came out with some sort of dancey song. All I needed was one. I just needed one good song. Just one. Chris Brown dope feature running US and overseas too. He really does. Truly. Cause I know like he came out with that Mona Lisa. Um was that his song? Somebody named Lil J and SARS. I like that song. Jazz gonna make you banger believer you never too late. Absolutely not. I would never. I would never. Not at this age. No. Cause I feel like I would probably end up embarrassing myself. Like it's one thing if I made a banger when I was younger and you know the embarrassment was when I was younger. But now that I'm older, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Funny YouTubers think was a rapper with new channel name. Yeah, I could. For example, I feel like when I first saw your name, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a rap name, Illblurmatic. That sounds like a rap name. Like, what did he say? Mother, I'm ill. Like, it just sounds like it would be a rapper name. It really does. I don't know if that's what you were going for, but it does sound like a rapper name. Yes, yes, Lil Wayne. Oh, actually, let's sing Lil Wayne. I literally only know one song by him all the way through. And I did not know that this song was about a stripper. I really did not. Good night, Grease. Hope you sleep well. Okay, so I'm going to sing this song by Little of the Wayne. And this is something that I did not know was about a stripper when I first heard this song. I thought it was supposed to be a romantic song, and then when I really listened to it, I was like, no, this isn't romantic at all. And this is how it goes. You had a lot of crooks try to steal your heart. Never really had luck, could never figure out how to love. How to love. You had a lot of moments that didn't last forever. Now you in the corner trying to put it together. How to love. How to love. For a second you were here, now you over there. Sorry not to stare. The way you moving your body like you never had love. Never had love. Like when I tell you, I really like that song. When it first came out, I was really invested in that song and I used to listen to it all the time. But then when I actually started paying attention to the lyrics, I was like, oh, wait, this isn't a good song at all. Like, not that it isn't a good song, but it isn't a. It wasn't a song that represented what I thought it was when I actually paid attention to the lyrics. And that's why you have to pay attention to the lyrics, kids. Like, yeah, YouTube name is inspired by Nas' first debut album, Illmatic. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me something like that before. Or it was in one of your content creator streams. Wait a minute, never song about that, real talk. Ooh. Oh, that's how you made your name. Yeah, because I think his favorite rapper is Nas, I believe. Let's see. What time is it? It's 10:35. How are y'all feeling right now? How are y'all feeling? Because I know how I feel. How much time y'all want? A little sleepy, but I know I'm not going to go to sleep because it's too early for me. Yes. Like, isn't it like 7 something where you are right now? Yes, Rose, correct. Yes, he is, Jess. See, I do it. An hour. Girl. That's 11:36. I mean, to be fair, I guess because I was really sitting here like, do I actually want to go live that long? I had to be funny for a minute. I was joking. Oh, I know you was because I was about to be on here for an hour. I was absolutely not. Feeling good right now. Just another slow at work. Oh, you at work. Thank you so much for tuning into the live. I appreciate you. We could do 20. We could do 20. So that'll be 148. I'm just saying, bro, because like how you be when people be asking for an hour, no. What he do on my wife and kids, no. Like, 20 sounds good to me too. Because, man, the way I want to go to sleep myself, I'll be like, I'm ready to go. I feel it. Because you've already been on there for a long time. So, who would y'all want to see? Like, if you could curate the perfect concert with 3 artists, who would you pick? And some people who be asking me to go live, they don't even be staying for real. Girl, I already know. And that's why, like, I've had some people ask me to go live, and I would just be like, why? You not gonna be there. Not the whole time. Or you gonna forget. 20 it is, yes. Bruno, Beyonce, and Cardi. That would be a fun concert. That would be lit. That would be a lot of fun. I don't know who I would put in a concert myself. I really don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about my catalog of who I actually listen to a lot. Mm, to be honest, I would probably pick a lot of random DJs. Like K Trinata, I would probably pick him. I know for a fact I would pick him, and then I would probably pick two other people, but I feel like they would be DJs if I picked people to perform. Rose, that's my biggest problem with lives. People do not be staying or dip in and out a lot. Exactly. Like, whenever I come to y'all lives, I normally stay the whole time. Even if I'm not actually interacting, I'll let the live play at the very least. Cause I don't know, but it would be nice if people did engage on lives. But I know sometimes people be busy or they be doing other stuff because people be having lives and stuff. Or it could just be the time I pick. Because sometimes I contemplate switching the day, which I feel like after I get monetized, I'll probably switch the day. But I don't know. The way I could have seen Cardi, but I know her concert ticket's probably high. I don't know. Because, like, let's see. Ooh. For example, in Michigan, the lowest tickets look like it's $203. And I'm sorry, like the price of concert tickets is ridiculous now. And I don't even really be wanting to go myself, in all honesty. And after I see the price. Very much so. And I'm talking about the main people, not the ones that just find the live and just leave. I feel you. I feel you because I already know. I already know what you're talking about. Like, I already know. Because I be sitting here like, why even ask if you not going to stay? You know what I mean? Kendrick, Lupe, Nas. That would be a fire concert. I'm not going to lie. I love me some Lupe Fiasco. I used to have a crush on him. Let's go to sleep in Paris. Wake up in Tokyo. Have a dream in New Orleans. Fall in love in Chicago. Maine. And we can land in the motherland. Camelback cross desert sand. Take a train to Rome or home. Brazil. For real. Wherever I go, she goes. Of course, of course. I try to support whenever I can. Whenever I'm free, I normally will support y'all. Yeah, once Scrubs comes on, depending on the time, I'm going to stop the Wednesday lives because I want to review it. I feel that. Thanks for the heads up. Because I would have been looking stupid like, is she going to be on live? It's a part of my routine. Yeah, I don't even have that. If I didn't pay it, I pay a bill. Girl, expensive, okay? That's probably why I don't go nowhere. Same. Because stuff be too pricey. And if I go somewhere, I get it on sale. So for example, when we went to that R&B thing, I got them tickets on sale. Because they originally I think I paid $50 for 2 tickets, but originally that junk was supposed to be like 50 each, and I was like, absolutely not. We'll get the early bird special. Oh, me too. I haven't listened to Lupe in a minute. I haven't either. Some people don't engage, don't mind some randoms, some cool. Don't get more people. Usual support system. I appreciate you and Rose coming through. Of course, yeah, because it's like, it's really hard building up consistent people in your life. I think that's one of the reasons why I gave myself like specific days to go live, even though I don't be wanting to go. I was like, well, if people gonna show up, Tuesdays and Thursdays is the game I'm running right now. So those are the times if y'all want to come in. And sometimes more people will come in and then sometimes people won't. It just really depends on the day or like what's going on. Lupe, remember meeting him, such a dope experience years ago in the late 2000s. I feel like you told me about how you met him. Wasn't it like at Target or something? Places cost money. It really does. That's why a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to go to be social, free. Free. Oh, have mercy. Right, makes a lot of sense. Thanks for update changing your live stream day. Yeah, cause I don't know, um, before I was like, I'm gonna just go live willy nilly, but I feel like I will say though, I think having a designated day, like a designated time to go live, makes it feel more like work. It really does make it feel more like work, like I'm clocking in. But I know that over a period of time, it'll be fruitful, I guess. Lupe Independent still makes dope music, no longer mainstream. Oh, did he Lupe Fiasco? I didn't know he became independent. I did not know that. Yes, that's right. Okay, yeah, I did remember. I did. But yeah, so all right. So it seems like it's y'all in here. So I'm gonna talk about content now. So, I've just been I'm supposed to record some content tonight, right? Right, clocking hours in on YouTube. Exactly. Cause it really is like a second job. It really is. And it's just a lot. It's a lot to do. And I know with me starting back my reactions, it's just the editing that I don't really care for, to be honest. I really need to find some motivation. I really do. Because that's where I be dropping the ball. And Lupe always had issue. Atlantic Records tried to sabotage his career. And I feel like, excuse me, Atlantic Records tried to sabotage a lot of people's careers, to be honest. But I'm going to be working on my monthly reset tonight so that I could drop that Saturday. So I'm gonna pre-record it. Because every month I'm gonna do the reset where I share with y'all my stats and like stuff I did. In case some of y'all were nosy and wanted to see my stats and the growth of things. Because I feel like it's really good, even if you don't make a video, like if you write it in a journal or write it in a document on your laptop or a note in your phone. I think it's really good to track your progress when it comes to growth. And also, like, I think it's good to track the things that you did, like what type of videos you posted, what videos did well that month, and kind of like evaluate it. Because I know I really like to look at my analytics to see what videos are getting pushed, because sometimes not every time, but sometimes you can make more videos about a topic that's really getting pushed at the time, and then sometimes YouTube will push those the newer video out because it's similar. And you can always like interlink videos and stuff like that. Editing time consuming, but movie and TV show reactions, jazz worth it. Yeah, they are, because the watch time is actually really good on those. However, I'm gonna be so completely honest with y'all. I don't know how I feel about doing the Moesha series. At this point, I feel like I'm doing it for fun, kind of. But long term, like, let me see what the last episode did. Because maybe I should do a more current show. But I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna probably finish out this first season because I don't want to start it and stop it. But I'll finish out this first season, and then depending, I'll just pick and choose specific episodes. I won't do the whole series, and maybe like I'll put some of the other episodes behind the memberships or something like that, because I don't know. I just think, you know how you don't want to invest your time into something and then it not be fruitful? Like, that's what I'm thinking about right now. I want to do something that actually works. Tracking progress is helpful. It really is, cuz you can evaluate like what you spent your time on and what works. Current show is a smart idea. Have you ever thought about like reviewing current episodes of shows? Cause when I had my other channel, I remember I was reviewing the Arrow and I was reviewing the Flash for like a little period of time, and the reviews actually did well when I posted them like literally next day. But it was a lot of pressure though. That's the only thing when you do reviews of episodes same day, like new episode or next day. All right. So, well, this isn't bad. So, I'm looking at my Moesha. Well, yeah, I guess it's not bad. I'm looking at my recent Moesha episode that I posted. When did I post this? I posted this December 2nd. That was my last video I posted. It got 64 views. One unsubscriber, like somebody unsubscribed for me. And then it got 10.5 watch hours, which is actually pretty good, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the Moesha series right now. Girl, I know some people will unsubscribe. 10.5, that's really good. It is, but let me see if I could see how much time I actually put into making that video. Because I normally write at the bottom. Dang it, I didn't write at the bottom for this one how much time I put into it. I always do this thing where whenever I make a reaction, normally I will put how much time I put into making the video. So that's like recording time, editing time, and that's it. Like, and I always want to get more than whatever time I put into the video. Because these videos be taking me like 8+ hours to make. So I want to make sure that I at the very least get more than what I put into it. Because then I'm not as mad, but it's just time consuming making those. So again, I feel like I'm gonna probably do the first season and then I'm gonna just pick and choose certain episodes to do afterwards, and then I guess I put the other episodes behind the memberships at that point. Cause, and I don't really know if anybody gonna subscribe to my memberships for real. Like as far as the other ones, because I'm already trying to think about the tiers, and yeah, I don't know. Reviewing Flash and Stargirl, even Black Lightning, my older videos back in the day, Jazz. I'm thinking about getting back into reviews on my channel. You know, how did you like doing the reviews on for those shows? Cause I don't know, it's like I think it's a really good idea, especially if it's current stuff, but it's a lot of pressure. Like Jasmine, she'll post episodes like right when they come out, and I don't know how you be doing it because that junk seems like it would be so overwhelming. So overwhelming to like, take your notes and record right when it's done and then post it. Sound like a lot because I remember when I was doing it, I was like, ugh. It's just the pressure to be consistent with it and to be like early and posting it so you could get your views. Oh yes, I'm telling you, this TV show reviews being in views. Like if you were to review something from Crunchyroll, yeah, reviewing in Crunchyroll would be a good idea. Sometimes I want to, but you gotta be careful with the anime stuff because I feel like they more strict with copyright for some things. I also reviewed She-Hulk, got bored with the show, and reviewed Moon Knight as well. Did you like Moon Knight? I didn't watch She-Hulk, so I really don't know what happened on there. I heard it was kind of not that great though. Thanks, Rose, for the suggestion. Done reviews quite a bit. Reviews hit or miss sometimes. Just can be a lot of pressure. Very much so. That's why I cut the 1,000 Pound Sisters and call it an act every other week. The reward for baddies be worth it, even though it only be making $1. It'd be worth it. That makes sense. The reward for 1,000 wasn't worth it. Yeah, like I would have thought that would have did well. I don't know, maybe because I don't know. It's just so weird how you could see what does well, it's not weird, but it's like the difference in what does well when it comes to views and seeing what people are interested in. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me kind of wishes I felt like doing Game of Thrones because I know that fan base is very much big. However, I do not want to do that because I know if I start doing Game of Thrones, I'm gonna have to do other Game of Thrones content. And Game of Thrones is just so much work, bro. It's so much. It's so much you gotta focus on. Those episodes will be like 2 hours long. So I'm like, I wanted to do that, but I'm like, there's no way I could do that because that's too much work. Oh yeah, She-Hulk, I have fell off of it. And I'm getting tired of Amy and Tammy fighting like y'all sisters. Get over it. Yeah, because in the beginning, it's like sometimes they would fight, but it wasn't that bad. I've never seen that show. Girl, Game of Thrones was good till the last season. It was such a good show. It would have been one of the best shows in history if they had not messed up the last season. Truly. Moon Knight is a solid series that I reviewed. It's like Indiana Jones and Deadpool combination of both genre rise. Huh. That's pretty cool because I was thinking about watching that show. Once I watch it, I'm going to check out your review because I was like, when I saw Moon Knight, all I thought of was the Moonlight Knight in Sailor Moon. the other doppelganger of Tuxedo Mask. That's all I thought about when I heard that name. And I was kind of hyped when I found out about it because I was thinking it was Sailor Moon related, and then I found out it was Marvel. I was like, oh, all right. But I don't know. It's just like, even let me see. I'm kind of disappointed in this. I don't know. It's just that's exactly why I can't directly look at my analytics for some videos because it'll annoy me. Like, I really thought that Set It Off video was gonna slap because it was high ranking, and I spent 34 hours on that video. At the very least, it did get me 6 subscribers, so that's cool. Moon Knight sucks not getting season 2 after officially left Disney. Well, dang. 34. Yeah, like, again, that's one of the reasons why I took a break from doing reactions because it just takes so much work to do one video. And I be wanting to push out more, but it just takes a lot of effort, and that's a lot of work for not getting paid. Oh, because 34 hours, I could have made like 15 other videos with that 34 hours. Now, those collective 15 videos might not have did as well, if we're being very honest, but still. The channel back then did more reviews than. I definitely think you should think about doing more reviews for sure. Because sometimes that might be your way to get more views, especially if it's something recent. Have mercy the patience of a saint. Girl, I was focused. Like, whenever I do these reactions, I really be very focused on trying to make them look good. But I don't know. It's just a lot of effort for not pay. See, that's why people need to be watching. People be putting too much effort. I get why. Yeah, like, you really be making these extensive videos and you do all this work and then you post it and you really be hoping. And then it don't really be getting pushed out the way you think it will. Actually, let me see what the impressions were on this. Because again, maybe I just really need to work on my thumbnails. Like 9.1k impressions and 245 people saw it. Ugh. I swear, maybe it's the thumbnail I chose. Really enjoyed Set It Off video. Thank you. I'm glad. Like, I know some people really like the video, but you know, I think I just be thinking about the fact that it just takes a lot of effort and time to make these videos. And I'm doing a different approach from how other people do their reactions, so it's like I have to be way more creative. And the fruits of the labor should be seen. Yeah. That's why I be trying not to look too much at the analytics because I feel like I get depressed. Because then I start overthinking, like, dang, you doing all this for what? However, I don't know, I like the finished result. So that's why I don't really trip as much. Because then I'll play it back and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I actually like the way it turned out. I like the way it came out. It looks pretty good. True, Jazz, agreed, can be a lot of work. Sometimes go back, watch episodes, to be honest, is well time consuming, right? It really is time consuming. But, I don't know. You know, you really just gotta be hopeful and keep just putting out content and hope for the best. Because next month I have 2 or 3 movie reactions I'm gonna do because I'm still on the fence. Like, I feel like I picked 4 movies, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do 4 movies. And then I have the Moesha episodes. And I think I'm gonna just do 3 Moesha episodes instead of 4, because that would probably be easier for me. Jazz and Rose, how do you feel about videos we're doing suddenly do a lot better months or a few years later? Um, so I have a couple of videos that are like that, like where I posted them and then they popped off sometime later, like a year later, a month later. And I love when that happens, to be honest, because that makes me feel like, okay, I just had to wait. And sometimes you really do have to just be patient and hope for the algorithm to just push you out. But it's just the initial thought process you have, because now you're just thinking about stuff like, okay, I made this video, now what? I'm not getting the views. And now it's like, now I got to do it again. I got to make another video. And hopefully this one hits. Hopefully the algorithm pushes this one. It's just like a repetitive cycle, to be honest. And then, I don't know. You really just have to be consistent with it, and then hopefully you pick the right video topic and it pops off. How would y'all feel about going viral, or have y'all ever went viral before? A part of me feel like I'm scared to go viral myself. I don't know how I would feel about it. I guess if I'm making money, I think I probably wouldn't care as much. It's true, sometimes we really patient facts, right? I think it's kind of nice when the video hits later. It really is. Yes, I did a couple of times. A lot of haters came to my short. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because shorts will pop off sometimes. And they would really go to the wrong audience. And sometimes people just be mean for no reason. Trolls for absolutely no reason. I didn't expect Riddler video to take off like that for 2026. Oh, okay. We love to see a video take off. The other time it was Proud Family clip, like 4 million views, but I just deleted so I could get monetized. Oh, right. I remember that. You telling us about that. Because it didn't have any commentary with it like I do now. I don't know. It's always interesting how they do the monetization and stuff like that. Thank you, Rose. How are you doing, girl? But yeah. Well, I gave y'all an extra 40 minutes. Because y'all know I get to talking and then, you know. But yeah. I'm about to record. I think I'm going to do. Actually, no, I'm not going to record. I'm going to record tomorrow. And I'm going to edit tonight instead, because I need to clear off some space on my phone. So I need to move some stuff to my laptop instead. and I'll just edit videos. Of course, I'm going to try to find me some energy. Yeah, that's what I need. I am this close to going to sleep, which I probably will go to sleep. While going viral sounds weird, just content creator enjoying and make content. Don't look for YouTube for fame at all. I don't want YouTube fame at all. I feel like I would be stressed. Now, money, I take that. I welcome the money. I welcome the check. But I do not want to be famous at all. Like, I would stress out if somebody met me on the street and was like, hey, I watch your YouTube channel. Instantly, I'm going to want to stop posting. Instantly, I'm going to want to stop posting, bro. Because I would be like, absolutely not. There is no way. There is no way. Oh, have fun editing. I'm going to try. Me too. I blame it on age. I blame it on age as well as this cold weather. Like, I've been wanting to go to sleep because of the colder weather. Me neither. Editing A. I'm going to try to edit at least one video, 1 or 2 videos tonight. Maybe meet my subscribers, but that's about it. I wouldn't even want to do that. And it's, for example, I would be okay with meeting my actual for real YouTube community. Like, y'all, I would be okay with that. But if it was somebody that I've never, like, seen before, but they watch me and I've never seen them in my comments before, I would feel really weird. Because now I'm like, you don't even talk to me. You watch me, but you don't talk to me. Now it's giving you a stalker. But also, I'm paranoid. Like the ones I'm cool with. Yeah, because if it's a random person that watches me and they never say anything and they're like, oh my gosh, I watch you. And then I'm going to be like, girl, why didn't you comment? Because I don't even recall your face. I wouldn't say that. But I would just be like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm awkward, right? Yes. Yes. Jazz, get it. Andre 3000 on YouTube popped in, disappear about it. Listen. I would be terrified. Absolutely terrified. That's another reason I feel like I don't go regularly to cons, like cosplay or YumaCon or anime conventions. Cause on my other channel, I had some random people from Michigan following me, and I had went to YumaCon, and I remember I kind of told people where I was gonna be, and I shouldn't have. I didn't meet anybody because I was in and out of there. I was like, you're not gonna catch me. But you gotta be careful about what you share, because I remember some people reached out to me like, hey, I'd love to meet you. No. I literally saw the message, I ignored it, and then I got home. I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed your message. I didn't miss that message. You wasn't gonna catch me in the streets. Because I'm like, I don't regularly talk to you enough for me to feel comfortable, Not silent YouTuber supporter, odd experience for sure. You've had somebody that watched you meet you in public? Because that sounds terrifying. Then that is crazy. Well, at least you learn from that situation. That's exactly why I don't tell people if I'm going places, or I try not to share that information. Like, if I go to a convention, I'm not sharing that I'm going. Y'all just gonna see a vlog about it 2 or 3 weeks later. and was. Why didn't you say anything? Because I'm private. You're not going to catch me in the streets. That's just like, I remember a long time ago when I learned you really got to be careful about what you share. Because I remember I made a post on Facebook, and this was when Facebook was automatically tagging people locations and you had to manually turn it off. And I was at Belle Isle. I was like, no, I wasn't at Belle Isle. I was at the Riverwalk, and I had posted a picture there. And I remember I ran into like 3 different people, and that's, I run into people, but it's like not like that. And one of the people were actually like one of my friends, and they were like, "Yeah, I saw you posted your location down here," and I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "You when you posted that picture, your location was on," and I was like, "Yeah, I need to start posting pictures when I am not there." Like, I cannot be posting where I am right when I'm there. Like, that was when I learned early about location geotagging, because I believe that's when it first came out. Yeah, I don't play that, man. Like, I did meet one YouTuber, saw him out at Walmart, wasn't awkward, got me really, wasn't real subscriber. Oh, I see. Well, at the very least, at least it wasn't awkward, but I don't know. I feel like it would be nice if it's somebody that you run into that watches you, if they actually were somebody that commented, you know what I mean? Cause I'm gonna need you to be a regular face, cause then I won't feel as weird. He's supporting, never commenting or liking. Weird expectations, support his channel, wasn't real subscriber. Yeah, that is weird. I don't like when people do stuff like that, and that would kind of be a weird experience in person too. But that's just like when people show up out of nowhere and they're like, "Hey, let's do this together," or "Let's collab together," and it's like, but you've never commented on any of my stuff. You talking about you like my content? I have never seen you before. You haven't commented on near one of my videos. What do you mean? But that's how some people be, though. I need to buy me a humidifier. I really do. But alright, you guys. I'm about to log off of here. Because, yeah. I gotta go edit some videos. But I really appreciate you guys. Jazz looked at him, lost his mind. Some people really just don't be thinking. They really don't be thinking and be mad, self-absorbed, man. I don't know where to get it. But thank you so much for coming in my live stream. I appreciate you guys' support. Huh. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I will be back live Tuesday, Thursday next week. I will be back posting on my Jasmine's Rooms channel. Well, this channel. So you'll be getting reactions from me again since, we're starting that back up. I am dropping a monthly reset where I'm going to be showcasing my stats Saturday. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to check that out. Actually, no, I'm going to post that Sunday because I got to do the overall stats for the month. So yeah, I'll post it either Sunday or Monday, and we're going to go through goals and the stuff that I did and the growth, if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Have an amazing weekend. And I'll be seeing y'all again soon. Appreciate y'all. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.